All right, yesterday, Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan announced that he was running for Speaker of the House. And earlier, I sat down with the congressman to ask why he's running and what agenda he's going to push. Take a look. Joining us now, Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan, who has announced he is running to be the next Speaker of the House. How are you, sir? Welcome. Rare in-studio appearance.
Thank you for having me.
We're 101 days now outside of the midterm elections. I'm calling it the most important midterm in our lifetime.
Right. They want to impeach the president if they win. We got to win.
Explain.
Yeah. Well, if the Democrats get in office, they will go after President Trump because they've went so far left with this socialist, progressive, Democrat, agenda they have. So this is why it's so critical. And here's what's at stake. Think about the last year and a half. Regulations reduced, taxes have been lowered, unemployment at its lowest in 20 years, economy is just humming along. Gorsuch is on the court, Kavanaugh's on deck, the embassy's back in Jerusalem. We're out of the crazy Iran deal, and the hostages have come home from North Korea. And I'm forgetting a few things. By anyone's definition, that is an amazing year and a half. But what's amazing about that list as well is Congress only helped with a little bit of that, the regulation and the taxes. Congress has got to do a better job, and that's why I want to be the next Speaker of the House. We got to focus on doing what we told the American people we were going to do, delivering on health care, delivering on the border security, on immigration, and all those other issues.
How did it happen in the middle of the health care debate? We discovered that there were about 100 House Republicans and certainly 7 Senate Republicans that had voted to repeal Obamacare in 2015.
Same bill.
Same bill. And then they changed when it mattered.
Six Republican senators voted against the exact same legislation they'd supported before. After telling the Americans, after getting elected in 10, after getting elected, taking the Senate in 14, after winning the White House in 16 on that issue, and then not to deliver on that. We haven't delivered on health care reform, repealing Obamacare, haven't delivered on welfare reform, work requirements for able-bodied people, haven't delivered on immigration policy and border security wall, and certainly haven't delivered on holding and controlling spending. That's what we got to do, because that's what we told the American people we were going to do if they gave us the privilege to serve.
Okay, but the president on his own, as you pointed out, has accomplished a lot.
He's doing it.
And why is there this reluctance among some Republicans? Is it the president is not the conventional establishment figure? He's iconoclastic, he's bold, he tweets, he says, calls it out fake news. What is it that some Republicans don't like?
It's the town. It's Washington. The swamp is the swamp. They don't like someone like Donald Trump coming in there and changing the swamp and changing the way that town works. There's just this reluctance to ever change, even though the American people said in 2010, we're going to put you in charge of Congress to go change things. Even though in 2014, they gave us the Senate to say, go change things. And even though in 2016, they gave us the White House to go change things, there's still this reluctance. And the president feels it every stinking day because he is bound and determined to do what he told the American people he was going to do, what he ran on, the mandate we got from that election. And the House needs to do the same. We've done some good things, but not near enough. The reform that we need to do, like the president's doing,
and by the way, in fairness to Paul Ryan, the House has been better than the Senate.
It sure has.
A lot better. But let's go through this. So we have 14 states record low unemployment. Record low unemployment for African Americans, Hispanic Americans, and women in the workplace. And then take it from there. I mean, we've had nothing but huge, massive great economic news, one after the other. You mentioned the foreign policy successes. And I'm thinking there's a track record to run on.
Of course. Let's go campaign on it. And let's also tell the American people, you put us back in power in the House of Representatives, we will do what we said. We will help President Trump accomplish what you told us you wanted to accomplish in 2016, what we all ran on.
How are you, if you become the Speaker, and look, I will support you for Speaker, because I think the Freedom Caucus has been the most committed to fighting to keep their promises. And literally the single biggest group fighting to defend the things that are conservative in the country and have helped the president the most.
Yeah, we talk about, when we formed our group 3 years ago, we talk about the countless number of Americans who feel like Washington has forgotten them and left them behind. We want to go fight for those people, do the things we told them we were going to do. I say this all the time, and I say it because I believe it. We make the job of being a member of Congress way too complicated. It's pretty simple. What'd you tell the people you're going to do when they gave you the chance to go serve them, their family, their business? What'd you tell them you're going to do? Go do that. And be willing to stand up and have the debate. All too often, we forfeit even before the debate even happens. Before the referee even blows the whistle, we just say, we're going to forfeit the match. We're going to forfeit the game. Let's play the game. Let's wrestle the match. Let's make it happen doing what we told them we were going to do.
How will you be different?
That simple. Here's a great example. The omnibus spending bill. We were so poised to win that debate and hold spending down on non-defense spending, do what needs to be done for our troops, but hold it down on everything else, because Chuck Schumer had shut down remember he shut the government down on Friday? And over the weekend, the American people said, you're crazy. And so on Monday, he says, Shazam, I'm going to open the government back up, because he was losing in the public relations world. So he opens the government back up. A few weeks later, we had a chance on that big spending bill to treat our troops the way they deserve to be treated for defending our country and hold the line on everything else. And what did we do? What the swamp always does. We said, nope, we won't even have the debate, even though we got a guy in the White House who was great at debating, great at taking the message to the American people. Even though we had all that, we said, let's just do what we always do. Let's spend more money on everything, and the deficit goes up, the debt goes up, and the band plays on, and the same old swamp.
And the president's literally squeezed, because if he wants the money for defense, because we literally
because we sent him a bad bill.
All right, Jim Jordan, good luck. We're going to watch this very closely. Do we know when Ryan's leaving?
We do not. He said he's going to stay, so and I take him at his word.
All right, thanks for being with us.
You bet. Thank you.